I'm in a heated battle right now, so y'all forgive me. I gotta finish this game before we can do anything. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, man, where you at? So I can't turn you off. Look at this shit. Y'all will just give me a second. Hey family, yeah, Tech Tuesday it is. I'm sorry, I gotta finish this game. I gotta finish this game, y'all. This was intense. I was playing before I got on. Before I got on. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Alexis Marie Zero? I'm pretty good. If you selling me something, don't. Told this dude. Get your ass up. Play some defense. Let's go. Not just gonna blow me out. I'll give you two. Oh, your luck ran out. Your luck just ran out. Your luck just ran out. Let's go. Better shoot it. Oh. Also, when shooting it, you should make it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's go. Y'all cheer for me or something. Put something in the chat for me on this game unless y'all ain't paying attention. Better hit it. Let's go. That's why you a scrub. Yeah. Welcome. Everybody to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. So the backstory on that is, yeah, I know, right? So, never mind, forget it. I ain't telling the backstory. It don't matter. Tech Tuesdays, we talking high tech.
A money-making machine that can rake in tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, yet priced at just 20 grand? It can only be the Tesla bot. But how? Elon's mentioned multiple times the task that Tesla's robot could perform, with the number surpassing 1,000 tasks. And with each passing update, it could even hit 5,000 or 10,000 different tasks. The most important part about Optimus is the key technology to do these things. The best robot hand in the world is almost equal to the number of operations that a human hand can do. So, if our hands can do 100 different tasks, it should be able to handle at least 60 of those. So, what exactly can Optimus do in the real world, and how can it make us money? The answers are all here. Welcome to today's episode of Tesla Car World. Now, none of us hate money, and none of us don't crave a less hectic life. Just imagine coming home from work with a pile of house chores still waiting for you. Yeah, it's going to stay that way until you have an Optimus living at home with you. The reality is, the idea of owning a robot at home and asking it to handle a bunch of tasks that you either can or don't feel like doing has never really caught our attention, because no one thinks a slow-moving robot is actually going to replace us humans. More accurately, this scenario has only existed in sci-fi movies. However, Optimus is that real-world robot stepping straight out of the movies you've watched, with the exception of T2. But seriously, it can fold clothes, water plants, handle slippery objects like eggs or battery cells, and even use a computer. It can also dance, it can squat, it can move around the office with an incredibly natural human-like gait.
So you could say pick up a cup, pick up a shirt, fold the shirt. These these things will generalize, I think, quite quickly.
But that's just the most basic glimpse we've seen of the Optimus. Imagine putting it in a clothing store where it can fold and pack thousands of shirts for customers every day. No more having to pay people to do all that. Farms wouldn't need complex irrigation systems if these robots were involved. Or even crazier, it could grab eggs and make breakfast for the kids every morning. So stepping out of the realm of movies, this is the real-world role of Optimus. It brings mind-blowing convenience, some of which can directly translate into financial benefits for businesses using the Tesla bot. However, to achieve all this, Optimus's hands are considered its most critical feature, and it's where Tesla bot team has focused most of their attention. Just like humans, we'd be almost incapable of doing any task without our hands. A pair of hands with 27 degrees of freedom combined with a brain are two things that make us humans the most intelligent beings on the planet. Now, when manufacturers create a humanoid robot, the brain and hands are the two areas on which they focus most. We expect Tesla to release multiple versions of the robot for customers, and if the starting price for Optimus is 20 grand, as Elon mentioned, the hands alone are likely to be worth 6 to 7K. As we've mentioned before, our hands have 27 degrees of freedom. However, some of you may not fully understand what degrees of freedom in the body actually means. So let's review real quick. Simply put, degrees of freedom describe the number of ways a mechanical system can move. In the context of a humanoid robot's hand, it refers to the independent movements each finger or part of the hand can make. As you can see with Tesla bot's hand, it can continuously move its fingers like a normal human's, which is something Tesla's competitors have not quite figured out yet.
If you want to have a humanoid robot that can do things that a human can do, it's a very high bar. So our new arm has 22 degrees of freedom instead of 11.
This is what Elon shared about the latest hand design for Optimus. To develop the world's most advanced robotic hand, the key component that makes Optimus truly useful for humans, Tesla has had to overcome some major hurdles. In a conversation with Lex Friedman, Musk admitted that the hand for Optimus accounted for about half the engineering work during development. Because, like humans, much of our intelligence is tied to what we can do with our hands, Tesla's upgraded from 11 to 22 degrees of freedom, a leap that doubles the previous version, bringing them just 5 degrees shy of a human hand. Promising also needs to be approached a lot more practically. Researchers emphasize that robot designs don't necessarily have to resemble humans. They should just be optimized for specific tasks. This indicates to us that as technology continues to evolve, finding the optimal design for each type of robot will be key to realizing their potential in our everyday lives. So,
I'm gonna show y'all what's the most high-tech thing I can think of. An engine. I cannot, because an engine has spawned to me everything. So let's see.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities.
That's what's up, Kamala.
This isn't an oil derrick. This is one of the world's first engines ever invented. This one machine is the genesis of a family tree of modern technology. Airplanes, power plants, trains, cars, and even refrigerators, they all owe their invention to this innovation, the Newcomen steam engine. Thomas Newcomen, born in Devon, England in 1664, was an ironmonger and a preacher who was determined to find a way to solve the problem of flooding in the local mines. It turns out, the Newcomen steam engine is not only the direct ancestor of modern engines, but its invention in 1712 helped set the stage for the machines that powered the Industrial Revolution. Had this machine not been designed, the entire resulting tree of technology, our society as we know it, could have evolved differently and our world would be unrecognizable. So let's explore this ancestor to all engines and see how it works. The Newcomen steam engine resembles an oil derrick, and that's because it has a similar function. Oil derricks pump oil up from the ground, and the Newcomen steam engine was used to pump water out of mines. Let's see this engine in action. It seems slow, doesn't it? But this was the first engine of its kind, so moving at a speed of 12 cycles a minute was rather fast. Let's take a look. Over here we have the steam engine, while on the opposite side is the pump that went deep into the mines. Above that is a heavy wooden beam and a fulcrum which makes a seesaw-like action, with arch heads and chains which transfer motion from the steam engine side to the pump side. These pump and seesaw movements were not new, but rather what was revolutionary was the steam engine, so let's focus on that. Here we have a piston, a cylinder, a tank of boiling water with a fire underneath it, a tank of water, and a set of valves. To start the cycle, the weight of the pump side is heavier, so the piston is pulled up. While this is happening, hot steam is filling the cylinder, and when the chamber is full, the chamber is sealed by closing these two valves. Next, the valve which connects to the water is quickly opened and a spray of water cools the steam, and then the valve shuts. This cooling causes the steam to turn from a gas back into a liquid. That is, it condenses, and as a result, the amount of pressure pushing from the inside of the cylinder drops dramatically, thereby creating a vacuum. With pressure from the atmosphere above the piston and a vacuum below, the piston is pushed down and power is produced. The motion is then transferred through the balance beam and used at the pump side to move water out of the mines. This part of the cycle is named the power stroke. Now that the piston is moved down, the cycle resets and these two valves open. The vacuum is broken and steam rushes back in, while the condensed liquid water exits out the side and the cycle repeats. The weight of the pump side lifts the piston, while the chamber refills with steam. When the piston reaches the top, the steam and output valves close. The water valve briefly opens and a spray of water condenses the steam back into liquid, thus creating a vacuum again. The piston is pulled down, the two valves open, the vacuum breaks, steam enters and the liquid leaves out the side.
And here we go
Now
again.
the weight from the other side pulls the piston back up and the steam fills the cylinder. Wait, hold on. Before we get stuck in a loop, let's pause this cycle and look closely at the cylinder of steam to better understand how it creates enough force to move this massive wooden beam and pump water. To do this, we're going to zoom in so we can see the molecules bouncing around. At the bottom we have the cylinder of steam, in the middle is the piston, and above that is the air in the atmosphere. Both the steam and air particles are bouncing around, and every time a molecule bounces on the piston, it imparts a little bit of force. The force of the air particles bouncing over the area of the piston is called pressure, and because the atmosphere is imparting a force over that area, we call it atmospheric pressure. So in this step of the cycle, we have the piston at the top with the cylinder full of steam, right before the valve with the cool water spray is opened. The two pressures from the bouncing of the atmosphere's molecules and the bouncing of the steam's molecules equal each other. Now, when water is introduced to the steam, the water cools down the steam, and with that, it slows down the speed of the steam molecules. As the steam slows down, eventually intermolecular bonds begin to form between gaseous water molecules, or in simpler terms, the steam turns from a gas into a
To a
liquid.
liquid. And
This
fall
liquid
back
then
down.
forms droplets, falls to the bottom of the cylinder, and collects at the bottom. However, now you can see an imbalance of forces. The atmosphere is still pushing down on the piston, but now that the steam has condensed into a liquid, there isn't much force bouncing up from the underside of the piston. This lack of force holding up the piston means that the piston is pushed down by the atmospheric pressure above the piston, and this lack of pressure is called vacuum pressure.
Vacuum pressure.
So technically, this is a partial vacuum because the cylinder wasn't fully empty of steam. But regardless, this imbalance between atmospheric pressure and the vacuum is where the force to move the piston and pump is generated. In addition, this is why Newcomen's engine is called an atmospheric engine. It uses the atmosphere to drive it on the power stroke, and the maximum steam pressure in the cylinder never significantly surpasses atmospheric pressure. The steam engines we
That's what I was looking for right there, the actual terminology. So atmospheric engine. So basically what we just saw is very, very advanced technology from this simple engine with the robot. You can have a robot who can do he can fold clothes and build itself and do all of these things. Whereas you have this simple engine that's just pumping water out of a mine, and the technology of the engine is incorporated in the robot so seamlessly that you don't even see the engine, but it's driven. Every motor function of the robot is driven by the simple engine using simple forces. I don't know, it always fascinates me. You know how you see one of them scientists, it's
Familiar
fascinating.
with use high pressure steam, sometimes hundreds of times atmospheric pressure. But in the early 1700s, vessels that could withstand high pressure were unreliable, and deadly explosions were possible.
Today, we are formally inviting you.
So, what is high tech? Let's look up something else simpler.
For high-tech companies, the competition is extreme, with added pressure to innovate, to disrupt, to redefine the category. Many tech companies are mired in complexity, legacy technologies, complicated product offerings, and a combination of both business.
We ain't about to do that. We're playing.
This concept on your screen is designed for a flying hotel that never
saw
lands.
this.
The Sky Cruise project boasts 20 engines,
Hold on.
accommodating up to 5,000 passengers,
Let's
and
see how
offers
much
the
we
unique
saw.
capability to dock. Now we know that these unique sneakers are shaped and crafted in a very outstanding way. They are entirely 3D printed and made by a special polymer called TPE, known for its combination of flexibility, tensile strength, and elasticity. Adaptable to any size and shape of the foot, they may seem sock-like and very thin, but in fact, their material can endure temperatures of up to 219.2 degrees Fahrenheit, and we speak about elements as thin as 0.04 inches. Emphasizing the intentional design of the sole, these sneakers were made by Stefan Henrich, a German architect and designer who named them Cryptid. As its name tells, Cryptid draw inspiration from extinct or mythical creatures such as the Bigfoot, Nessie, and Yeti. In fact, walking in these shoes can leave footprints reminiscent of Bigfoot, adding a playful touch. Therefore, if we come across such footprints, there's no need to be scared, as now we know that they're just a quirky feature of cryptic shoes.
I wonder how that feels.
Even in modern cities with digital technology, finding quality drinking water can be tough at times. This generator yields up to 2.5 gallons of clean, flavorful, and mineral-rich water daily. Its notable feature is the ability to extract water directly from the air, ensuring an optimal pH level with added magnesium, calcium, and other beneficial elements for the body. Advocates for the generator suggest increased water consumption for youthful-looking skin. The liquid's purity is assured by a built-in UV sterilizer, while the device concurrently purifies the air in the room. Harmful substances are captured in special filters, and an optimal humidity level is maintained. The future of improving a computer keyboard, according to specialists from Latvia, is displayed on your screen. The future keyboard model features 24 to 29 programmable keys, a joystick, and a unique 5-position switch. Its adaptable design allows flexible customization to fit the user's hand, requiring a provided screwdriver for adjustments. Weighing 2.5 pounds and powered by USB, the device boasts ample internal memory for saving multiple control profiles. Both right-handed and left-handed versions are offered. Developers assert the gadget combines the strengths of a traditional keyboard and a gamepad. A key consideration for gamers. Do we believe this device will be convenient to use? Poodoo Bellabot is a robot that moves stuff and entertain visitors at supermarkets, restaurants, and trade shows simultaneously. This robot is a powerhouse, lifting 88.2 pounds while weighing 121 pounds. Its impressive 24-hour runtime on a single charge ensures long-lasting performance. A standout feature is its latest technology scanning system, allowing the robot to detect obstacles as low as 0.07 feet and scanning at a rapid rate of 5,400 times per minute. This enables the robot to spot obstacles up to 32.8 feet away and navigate around them safely. Beyond its functionality, Poodoo boasts a cute design and extensive interaction capabilities. It responds to voice commands and even emits squeals when petted. Currently, developers are crowdfunding $200,000 on Kickstarter for this project. If you liked our Poodoo, share your support in the comments. AR interfaces in the gaming industry are not yet ideal. A windshield display system, already available for cars and various equipment, presents valuable data. Developers highlight its adaptability, allowing customization based on individual user needs. For instance, racers can view optimal turn trajectories, while regular drivers benefit from traffic light timing. The system extends beyond land vehicles, being applicable to water and air vehicles. Moreover, this technology can integrate into buildings, offering quick access to weather forecasts or other data by simply looking out the window. The project team employs cutting-edge solutions in optics, holography, and chemistry, concurrently developing the required software.
Oh my gosh. I need that.
Here we go, a vehicle designed for polar exploration. The concept comprises a complete tractor unit at the front, with living and research sections towards the middle. The flexible configuration allows for a compact research station. The vehicle is envisioned to be powered by a fuel cell electric engine, with the option to install various equipment, such as solar panels on the roof. Developed in collaboration with the International Polar Foundation, the project addresses both scientific requirements and the growing emphasis on environmental sustainability. Why use a mouse or touchpad when our fingers, the most advanced pointing devices, are natural? Swiss experts have developed a special ring, addressing the question of cursor control. This innovative ring enables you to navigate screens, scroll, and execute familiar operations using finger movements. It operates through Bluetooth, eliminating the need for extra apps, and is highly moisture resistant, enduring hand or dishwashing. With a 24-hour battery life, it accommodates both right and left-handed users. However, the creators emphasize the importance of a solid monochrome working surface to avoid potential errors. The device's versatility and durability make it a convenient tool for various tasks. The exoskeleton creators think it lets you run effortlessly on any terrain. Originating in Japan, this device minimizes stress on joints and the waist, absorbing shock during running. The manufacturer, adept at crafting such innovations, previously developed an exoskeleton enabling individuals to lift 220.5 pounds to a height of 6.6 feet. This model serves as an auxiliary solution, particularly beneficial for delivery workers or mail carriers. The company specializes in creating products geared towards enhancing physical capabilities, showcasing its commitment to aiding individuals in physically demanding tasks. Turn a 45-minute commute into a 10-minute flight with this upcoming AirCab, soon to be a reality. This 5-seater AirCab
Oh my
boasts
gosh.
powerful engines for vertical takeoff and landing.
Just let me be
The
in
pilot
there,
can
man.
manually
Let me
control
be
it
in there.
or rely on the autopilot. With versions offering 60 to 150 miles of range, the company envisions these vehicles serving both passengers and cargo. They anticipate seamless integration into urban air mobility systems, ultimately saving precious time, a crucial resource for many. While tactile sensations are interesting, sitting on an armchair or sofa is not ideal for fully immersing yourself in the virtual world. These
Right.
boots, crafted for navigating digital realms, employ carbon fiber construction and can be worn over regular shoes. Equipped with unique rollers, users can traverse virtual landscapes while staying stationary in the physical world, enabling their use in confined spaces. These boots offer stable support without transforming into roller skates and feature technology to prevent motion sickness. The creators
can't wait
envision
till
their
they
utility in
upgrade them.
handling expansive virtual environments where digitized objects span vast areas, potentially reaching hundreds of thousands of square feet.
Yeah, kind of heavy right now, but once they perfect that tech,
We fight for the future where we lower the cost of living for America's families.
Bringing down grocery prices, capping unfair rent
Once
increases,
they
making
perfect
sure
that
billionaires pay their fair share in taxes. What we need is what Kamala Harris is fighting for.
A French team is changing the game in hair dye. Now, you can effortlessly perform this procedure at home. The user-friendly device lets you select your desired shade through a dedicated app. After the dye is prepared, simply glide it through your hair for complete coloring. Just wait around 30 minutes before rinsing off any remaining dye. Thanks to a special brush making 300 movements per minute, you're ensured even color from roots to ends. The device supports interchangeable cartridges, letting you preserve your preferred color choices among the 40 available shades on the app. Sales are set to begin in 2023.
how old is this video? 9 months ago.
Technology relies on ultrasonic waves to create tactile sensations within a
Oh
3-foot
my
range
gosh.
and a
Now I
120-degree
need that.
radius around the device. The panel, constructed from polycarbonate, is compact and weighs 5.7 pounds, similar to a 13-inch laptop. Utilizing unique apps, users can connect up to 7 devices, enabling interactions such as handshakes and games with others.
Right.
The French surprised us once again, as Alpine engineers collaborated with Italian design students to reveal a concept supercar featuring a hydrogen engine. The Alpine A 4810, named after Mont Blanc's height of 4,810 meters, pays tribute to the iconic Alps peak. This model, not intended for market release, serves as a showcase for the next generation of automotive designers and honors Alpine's history. Drawing inspiration from F1 cars, the design prominently features carbon fiber, showcasing the talents of emerging designers. The color scheme adds contrast, accentuating the most eye-catching elements. Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in the EU situated on the Italy-France border, lends its significance to the model's nomenclature. The A 4810 stands as a symbolic fusion of innovative design, Alpine's heritage, and the majestic beauty of the Alps. Here's another product from France, developed by Renault. Despite its simple appearance, there are interesting design solutions, so hold off on jumping to conclusions. Introduced in 2002, this innovative concept showcased a transparent roof, creating the illusion of a spacious interior. The folding seats allowed for a transformation into a lounge area, and the unique doors, with front doors opening forward and rear doors opening backward, lacked a pillar between them. Built on a Renault Clio base, it incorporated design elements inspired by the Renault Megane. Sporting a modest 73 cubic inch diesel engine, it challenged the notion that all concept cars must be sporty and powerful. Emphasizing comfort and practicality, the concept recognized that regular buyers often prefer more comfortable and practical cars over sporty, high-performance models. Check out this creation by Chinese engineers. Manufacturers created flexible displays that are compact and versatile. The 17-inch OLED screen at a mere 0.08 inches thick, and a small AMOLED screen, 6.7 inches, expanding to 7.8 inches with a tap, showcase their innovation. These displays offer a 20% reduction in production costs, paving the way for widespread adoption. Manufacturers anticipate significant market potential, projecting an 80% increase in profitability for smartphones with flexible displays by 2025.
Right, because ain't nobody trying to keep having to go get their screen fixed. Yeah. Let's watch something for fun.
We have someone who wants to be president who has consistently attempted to use race to divide, and I think the American
Girl.
Hello and welcome to Uncharted X. My name is Ben, and in this video I want to share with you some of my favourite examples of the evidence for ancient forms of high technology. From the machining marks and construction techniques used in megalithic construction, to the measurable precision and symmetry of ancient artifacts, big and small, these enduring mysteries are difficult to explain from within our orthodox view of human history. Often wrought from the very hardest forms of natural stone, these objects, and the techniques used to make them, represent a class of out-of-place artifacts that seems far beyond the known capabilities and the tools of the ancient civilizations we attribute them to. These astonishing precision objects undeniably come to us from the distant past. They are found on ancient sites, yet often they seem far superior to the work that's around them, the cruder and far less precise signature common to so many Bronze Age or primitive civilizations. Did these same civilizations also possess some form of unknown advanced capability, or the advanced tools required to make such objects? I suppose it's possible, but there is an utter lack of evidence for any such tools in the archaeological record, nor any record of them in these civilizations' own histories. Is it possible that these objects are far older and that the history of civilization on this planet is longer than we ever believed? Could the ancients, at least as we know them, have inherited some of these artifacts and architecture? Could they have found them to be sacred, incorporated them into their cultures, and used them for ritual or for ceremony? After all, our own modern civilization has inherited the very same objects, and we still find them to be sacred. We still use them for ceremony, even today. The technology that's evident in this type of stonework is generally dismissed as mostly irrelevant by mainstream archaeology, yet it's frequently found to be utterly remarkable by anyone with an open mind and the will to apply a basic analysis of the engineering principles that must have been used in their construction. Many researchers and experts from the past couple of centuries have done just this, and they often report being utterly awestruck by these ancient accomplishments and left wondering just how Bronze Age or other relatively primitive cultures managed such feats. From the luminary Sir Flinders Petrie in the 1800s, one of the very first to apply engineering principles to the evidence for precision stonework in ancient Egypt, to a long list of modern engineers like Christopher Dunn, stonemasons like Yusuf Aoun, architects like Randall Carlson, and many other researchers, all with expert understanding of construction techniques. They all find it very difficult to reconcile these achievements with the known capability of the ancient cultures our academics insist created them. Their findings support the idea that these could well be in fact out-of-place objects, and that they require a level of technology that is far beyond that of the cultures that we attribute them to. Along with my own observations, my own travels, it is on this basis, on the opinion of a long list of qualified experts, and not those of mainstream archaeology or anthropology, that I too believe this category of stonework to be evidence for unknown and ancient forms of high technology. On topics like precision engineering, tool making, and large-scale construction, it's these people we should turn to for truly expert opinion, rather than those of tenured academics who write textbooks about the people, practices, traditions, and the daily life of ancient cultures. Archaeologists don't tend to write books about precision engineering, and it by no means degrades the profession by saying that many of its members generally have only a limited interest and certainly no professional expertise in construction technologies. Even when the engineering or technological aspects of objects are addressed by mainstream archaeology, it's always cast in the light of the known capability of ancient civilizations, often leading to circular logic that goes nowhere. Something like this, an example. The Old Kingdom granite monoliths like columns and boxes must have been made by copper chisels and pounding stones, because that's what we know that they had. There's no proof they did it any differently. Meanwhile, analysis of the objects themselves and the technology needed to make them is direct evidence for such an advanced capability. After all, we have the objects, which is the result of the tools, we have the markings, which is the signature from the tools. Yet this evidence is dismissed because there have been no tools found. Therefore, the Egyptians must have made them with copper chisels and pounding stones, because that's what we know that they had. It's a circular argument, and it's a neat way of avoiding addressing the actual evidence for precision and high technology in these ancient objects. Just ask, where are the tools, and walk away. Never mind the quantifiable proof that we have of their use that is represented by the objects themselves. This is why archaeologists rarely consider the manufacturing of such precision objects, because the answers risk upsetting the status quo of the story of history.
If you're asking about the analysis of the inside of the vases, we only dealt with the contents. We haven't worked on the techniques used to make the vases.
If the Old Kingdom Egyptians didn't have the capability to actually do this work, then who did? And when? Many mainstream archaeologists and anthropologists are deeply vested in maintaining this story of history. They derive their academic power and authority as the experts on this story and of all of its aspects.
Yeah, I like this. I like this line of reasoning and where we're going. Let's go deeper.
I am not rich as hell. I work hard. I scrape to get by. Donald Trump wants to give tax breaks to billionaires, but Kamala Harris has plans to cut taxes for working people like me. I voted for...
Do I think Noah was an alien? No.
fictional country is located right
I think
here.
that we all
or
are
over here.
aliens.
Wait, no,
So
over
he was
here.
regular.
Okay, there's some level of disagreement on where it is on a map, but it's depicted as being somewhere in East Africa. So where exactly is Wakanda located, and why was this specific place chosen? Since it's not actually a real country, there are differing records of where Wakanda is located on a map, but all of these records place it somewhere in East Africa. Showcased in the Marvel films Black Panther and Wakanda Forever, this country is recognized as the most technologically advanced nation in the world, with invisibility and shielding capabilities around the entire country to keep it isolated from the rest of the world. The source of Wakanda's technological advancements comes from a large meteorite made of vibranium that they call Mena Ngai, which powers all of their tech and runs their cities. This country is led by a king called the Black Panther who has superhuman abilities, which he gets from eating herbs mutated by the vibranium meteorite. As for the country's location, some sources put Wakanda north of Tanzania, while others put it directly on top of Rwanda or on Lake Victoria. But the most popular source places Wakanda at the northern end of Lake Turkana between South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. The capital of Wakanda, Bernanzana, was built directly on top of the vibranium meteorite. This city, featured in Avengers Infinity War and directly on top of the vibranium meteorite. This city, featured in Avengers Infinity War and Black Panther, is heavily influenced by the presence of vibranium. The biggest reason why this city and the entire country was formed and built in this specific location was because it's just where their sacred meteorite landed. Without its powerful vibranium, Wakanda would likely be no different from the rest of the East African nations it borders, or it might have never even formed. The Wakandans also have a very rich culture and strong ties to their ancestors who discovered the vibranium. In Wakanda, there are 4 main religious sects: the followers of Bast, the panther goddess, the followers of Hanuman, the gorilla god, the followers of Sekhmet, the lion goddess, and the followers of Sobek, the crocodile god. In the films, we mostly see the followers of Bast in the ruling family of Wakanda, and the followers of Hanuman in the Jabari tribe and their leader M'Baku. In Wakanda, there are 3 official languages spoken: Wakandan, Yoruba, and Hausa. In the films, the Wakandan language is simply the South African Xhosa language with a few small differences. The Wakandan language is depicted with a writing system based on the Nsibiti writing system, and it was created for the film by production designer Hannah Beachler. In the comics, Wakanda is the foremost military power on Earth, mostly because of their technological prowess from their vibranium weaponry. In order to ensure peace and stability in Wakanda, the Black Panther picked the Dora Milaje, or Adored Ones, from rival tribes to serve as his personal guard, which we've seen as active combatants in the MCU.
Listen,
Wakanda also has its own intelligence system known as...
Let's get this popping. Let's get this popping. I like the fact you stopped through. Did we win? I think we won. I like the fact you stopped through. Listen, if you are however old you are right now, right? You can only account for the time that you was here. All right? So if there's a book that says that there was somebody that lived to be 500 years old, right? And they lived here, and you live here as well. In my form of logic, that means that I as well can live to be 500 years old. And now we can get into all kind of debates about no you can't, and how you gonna do it and all of this. But there is just as much proof saying that I can, that you can show me that I can't. Because look, it literally says he lived to be 500. And as far as Kunta Kinte goes, that's a story from the movies that I'm not familiar with, so I can't really speak on it.
Ncharo Salema, a spy network that works across the globe to maintain the nation's secrecy. It was considered as good as the Mossad, and certainly better than the CIA and MI6. It's these kinds of advantages, from rival tribes to serve as his personal guard. In the comics, Wakanda is the foremost military power on Earth, mostly because of their technological prowess from their vibranium weaponry. In order to ensure peace and stability in Wakanda, the Black Panther picked the Dora Milaje, or a...
Hold on. Check your mic. Can you hear me? Check. Oh, that shit is like echo. Hold on real quick then. Give me a second. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Yeah, it's a little echo on it, but I think it should be good right now. Let me see what we got over here. So you have to say to yourself, how do archaeologists come up with the time period of when things were created? So they use the carbon dating, which is a scientific method of finding it, and then they also use the surrounding area. So dude, I don't have anything on my page. Yes, I hear you now. So they use the scientific carbon dating, and they also use like the surrounding area. So if they found something that they know is from a certain time period, like we know this is from 1,000 years ago, and they find something next to it that they don't know what the age of it is, they'll kind of attribute it to that which they found. So let's say, all right, put it like this. Let's say you was digging me up, and you found next to me my phone, and you know I died 200 years ago, or on this date, and it's 200 years from when you dug me up. So you'll be like, all right, well, this is 200 years old. And then you find my phone next to me, you'll be like, all right, his phone also is 200 years old. You see what I'm saying? Whereas the phone could have been 1,000 years old, and I just found it and died with it, and now you found it and you think it's 200 years old. And that's what I use the phone because that's what they're saying the pyramids and all of this technology that they're finding around the world is like. It's like, yo, we found a stone building. A stone. It's built out of stone, look very old, primitive. It don't look like what we got. We got the modern stuff, right? And inside of this building, this stone building, they found a phone, like a high-tech call me now phone. So they like, yo, this phone is from now. Like, we use this tech now. But this building we know is much, much older. So it's no way that this phone is as old as this building. It's no way. And I'm saying a phone, but let me get directly to the point. They found these buildings that are made like somebody had a machine. From the pyramids to a lot of different ancient sites. Teotihuacan, Teotihuacan, I forget how to say it. Anyway, all of these ancient sites have the evidence is like, yo, somebody used a machine. Like, they used fine machinery, lasers and things like this to get these accurate measurements. But we know this building is too old for that. It ain't no way. So that's how they measure it. You are speaking low. Oh, man. Dang. No, I think so. I gotta mute. I'm gonna mute my mic and add my mic back. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm getting some funny kickback on my mic right now. I promise you, I purposely leave my computer the exact same way every single day. Okay, good. I leave my computer the exact same way every single day, and I come back and it's something broken or wrong. All right, let me see. Did dinosaurs have feathers? Yes. Our government has bullshitted us about landing on the moon. Who cares? I ain't been there yet, so who cares if they been there? They ain't bringing me. Let alone anything from the past. The past, man, listen, I only been here for 30-something years, so the past is before I got here, and the future is after I leave. Anything in between is now. Our government is pissing up our backs and telling us it's raining. Well, here's the issue. I can't grow up all my life expecting someone else to take care of me. It's not the parent or loving relationship. It's the government. govern men. That's what it is. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna govern men. You can't do it your damn self, so we gonna do it for you. Govern men. All right, our government sounds good now. Yeah. All right. Found these miraculous buildings and other items, but no tools. So the tools, let's just say, by the time they found the building, the people had already came and took the tools and been using the tools for their damn self. Anyway, let me finish playing this video.
Ones, from rival tribes to serve as his personal guard, which we've seen as active combatants in the MCU. Wakanda also has its own intelligence system known as the Incharo Salema, a spy network that works across the globe to maintain the nation's secrecy. It was considered as good as the Mossad, and certainly better than the CIA and MI6. It's these kinds of advantages which makes Wakanda such an interesting place to study, but none of it would be possible if it weren't for the vibranium meteorite that landed here, or over here. Okay, that's it. Check out the video on your screen for some more of my content. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching Rocket Rightly.
Make you question your whole world. Let's check this out. I like to stay surface level most often, but I give you a little bit of the underwater hold your breath, you know.
UFOs land in front of them. They're in Antarctica.
There's been an archaeological dig there for decades.
I've never felt so close to the possibility of disclosure.
With scalar technology, they've been shooting down ET craft since the 1930s.
There's another civilization that we know about, and we actually have artifacts from them.
The gods in antiquity, the gods in mythology were extraterrestrials.
Extraterrestrials. You know, this happens to me quite often now. And before I get into this game, this be happening to me all the time now. And I be seeing it coming. And then I try to stop myself. But I can't stop myself all the time. Check this out. Listen. The first time that you say that aliens did something, that it's extraterrestrials, that it's all of this, you giving away all of your power. The first time that you say it's AI and artificial intelligence and all of that, you giving away your power. You're just a dumb, you're just stupid. I wanted to cuss. So that means you're just an idiot. You're just walking around, the government and AI have taken my soul. Well, shit. You didn't even know what a soul was. Didn't study to see what it was. Ain't got no type of sense of virtue or spirituality or anything that is other than what you can touch about yourself. You have no personality. All you do is regurgitate information that other people told you. Come on. Come on. This is annoying. It's annoying. This technology was built by extraterrestrials. Well, what about me? I'm looking at a TV that Hang Shang's Lee done probably manufactured and put together over there in China, boxed it up and sent it to me. You think the blueprints came from extraterrestrials? No, we do know some things, and we have figured out some things. We have figured out quite a bit. It's just you can't give aliens. Come on. Aliens, what is that? Let's break it down. I wish I could type on the screen. I can type on the screen. I'm just not. It's a lie. A lie. A-L-I-E. And it's a lie. God. I'm sorry. I promise you I'm going to get a sign that say, well, you about to go off. They ain't about to go off. Fucking stupid people, man. Humans didn't build this. Why? Why couldn't we do it? Why we did it? Giants did it. Extraterrestrial did it. Aliens did it. Vampires, Wolverines, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Graves, government. Shit. They
your name straight to President.
There's, this stuff carved into the bedrock in India that just is mind-boggling.
You stupid people could
very enigmatic.
I could do it.
Obviously left over from a time where advanced ancient technology existed. History, the way we've been taught, is very limited to a time frame of maybe 6,000 years. And academia is still trying to say that this relatively primitive culture built it, which is completely impossible.
If you have a relatively short time frame.
Man, Lord, let me speak my mind just for 2 more seconds. I'm about to go into a game. Y'all can't see it, but I'm about to be. Let me just speak my mind. Listen, it's been too long for us going day to day down here on this planet, not knowing, okay, and just saying it's okay to not know. All right. Now there was something here before it left, and wherever it is, and if it's still out there right now, is watching us, disappointed maybe. Who cares? But that's why you can let so much evil into your world, or evil, or you don't know which way to go because you saying that it ain't nothing is out there, and there's no proof that it was out there. Look at this. God, call it what you want, call it creator, whatever. Something was there. All right, I'm done.
To deal with, then searching for a lost civilization becomes much more complex and much more difficult. But if you have a very long time frame to deal with, there's much more material to investigate.
Welcome to our journey through the ancient world as we explore
the
Orient.
Okay. Now look, MC Peter Hawk. You can make me mad in a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right? Because it's like you tuning in and tuning out. You putting these questions in here and ain't waiting for the answers now. I done explained several different things now. Several different things, all right? All right. So here we go. I'm going to break them down for you again. MC Peter Hawk. So for those who don't know, on YouTube, MC Peter Hawk has asked me, do you believe the earth was inhabited by giants? Okay. Yes.
Lion Gate and the Citadel of Mycenae. Built around 1250 BC, these monumental structures have long captivated historians and archaeologists alike.
History is largely that period for which we have written documents, and archaeology is the period before that where we don't have written documents.
Was it the legendary Cyclopes who constructed these massive walls and intricate reliefs, or did the Mycenaeans possess advanced engineering skills far beyond their time?
There are unexplained issues in our past, which are presently not explained by the system that teaches us about the past.
Join us as we unravel the mysteries of these incredible feats of ancient architecture and delve into the legends that surround them. The Lion Gate, located in Hattusa, Turkey, dates back to around 1400 BC. This gate served as the main entrance to the ancient city of Hattusa, the capital of the Hittite Empire. Known for its military prowess, extensive diplomatic networks, and advanced legal and political systems, the Hittite Empire was a significant power in the ancient Near East. Hattusa was a sprawling city that functioned as the political, cultural, and religious heart of the empire. The construction of the Lion Gate during the height of Hittite power reflects the empire's wealth, military strength, and sophisticated architectural skills. The Lion Gate is a monumental stone gateway flanked by two massive lion sculptures carved from single blocks of limestone. These lions, with their fierce expressions and detailed craftsmanship, were intended to ward off evil and protect the city. Their imposing presence symbolized strength and authority, reinforcing the power of the Hittite rulers.
I think we're confronted by an enormous mystery with megalithic sites all around the world, and we don't understand them properly.
The gate is part of the larger fortification system of Hattusa, which included extensive walls, gates, and towers. These fortifications were designed not only for defense, but also to demonstrate the might of the Hittite civilization. The walls of Hattusa, stretching over 8 kilometers, enclosed the city and protected its inhabitants from potential invaders. The lion sculptures at the gate are approximately 2 meters high, and the gate itself stands about 4.5 meters high and 4 meters wide. The stones used in the construction were quarried locally from the limestone-rich areas around Hattusa. Punku.
Tibet, all these places. Hey, Jace Cook. Hey, yo.
Systematic
YouTube,
excavation.
Hey, YouTube is popping right now, y'all. I promise y'all I want to put these chats on the screen. Hey, Jace Cook say, why you look like Diddy? Yo, y'all are hilarious. Check this out, though.
And studies began in earnest in the mid-20th century, revealing the site's unique architectural style and the mysterious techniques used in its construction. The stone blocks at Puma Punku are particularly renowned for their extraordinary precision. The primary...
So, I got a question now, and I'm not going to keep watching this video. I want to ask this question, and you can fill up the chat as much as you want with it. What is high tech now? High technology. When I think of high technology, I think of things that are progressive. So this keyboard is low tech at this point right now because we use it quite often. I know I can plug it up. It's gonna cut on. I know how to use it. I'm pretty sure I know what to use it for. Right now, in let's say maybe 1985, 1990. Something like this would be high tech because it doesn't have granted, a keyboard even in 1985 probably was high tech in itself because they was just coming up with a lot of the designs. But something like this in 1985 is high tech because it ain't even got wires. Like how are we gonna connect it to anything? You know, at that time, and also. Not even the wires, it run on AAA batteries. Like stuff back then wasn't necessarily running on AAA batteries just by itself and wireless. So yeah, this right here is low tech now, but it was high tech then. So my definition of high tech is something that's progressive. The idea of a keyboard itself is high tech to me. So let's see some more high tech showcases.
A few years ago, this was all farmland. Shong'an, a city of almost 2,000 square kilometers, was built from scratch in just 6 years. Du Jingnan is one of tens of thousands of people whose homes and villages were demolished to make way for the project.
We were farmers for generations, but now we live in these high-rise apartments.
All right. Okay, hold on. High tech in relations to the keyboard is human using talk to text. Exactly. So now we ain't even typing nothing. We just talking. And Zanita67, your comment about finding the miraculous buildings and other items but no tools. I really like that comment. That is
I'm very
the
happy.
epitome of all of this.
Authorities did not allow Al Jazeera to speak to any other residents, but were keen.
A plumb bob and a string is high tech. That's how the Egyptians did it. And you know what?
Showcase it's
MC Peter Hawk. Yes. You know, I just put that on there about the engine. That was one of the first things I touched on was the engine because the engine to me is high tech. Like, yo, I wouldn't have thought of an engine unless I lived and, you know, have been doing things here in this realm, reality, and on the earth and in the planet for generations, you know, to be able to come up with that. A tool that complex. All right.
The art facilities. This is one of Shong'an's smart buses. The driverless and electric buses are undergoing trials and will eventually be free for the public to use. They can drive for up to 200 kilometers before needing to be charged. The buses have sensors that react to traffic, pedestrians and bad weather with a detection range of almost 250 meters. Shong'an was built to ease some of the congestion in Beijing, home to more than 20 million people. Independent urban design experts liken it to an experiment, testing solutions to the problems many Chinese cities face.
Shong'an is gathering a lot of best talent from different disciplines from different parts of the country to design this new solution for the whole country.
As China's birth rate declines, Shong'an is designed to attract would-be parents.
A lot of people in major cities decide not to have children because it's just too hard for their future children to get into good schools. So Shong'an is trying to overcome problems like this. So it has been a very child-focused urban design.
For Du Jingnan, whose children used to have informal lessons in their village, enrolling them in school has opened up new opportunities.
I hear many universities will move here from Beijing. I would be so happy if my children could study at these universities.
It's unclear how much the government will spend on completing Shong'an, which is supposed to have almost 3 million residents within the next 10 years. But it's likely to be one of its most costly development projects, with no expense spared on what could be the blueprint for China's future cities. Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Shong'an, China.
The head of the World Health Organization has...
Let's see this.
The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. Here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers and crack down on...
Y'all gonna go after the man.
Landlords who are charging too much. You work hard.
I must be in a mood today, boy.
Your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it.
While some of us have a home with some sort of device that can help us turn the lights on and off, the ultra-wealthy have retina scanners to get into their bedrooms. Let's take a look at this high-tech $83 million mansion. Everything about this home is top-of-the-line, jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring, and simply incredible. I mean, look at this nighttime shot. Is this Iron Man's house? The top floor is a master suite that has a retinal scanner that grants access to the master bedroom. If that's not impressive enough, then maybe the retractable roof will tickle your fancy. That's right, the roof above the bed can completely retract, allowing you to gaze up at the stars at the end of a long day. For those chilly California evenings, that same roof also has a custom projection screen so you can lie in bed and watch a movie. That is just one of the 3 ways you can enjoy the cinematic arts in this home. There is an actual theater with a red curtain that covers the screen, 4 tiers of reclining leather seats, and also an outdoor cinema that can seat 20 people. This home was designed to be the ultimate hybrid between indoor and outdoor living spaces. There are several floor-to-ceiling glass panes that can enclose the home or allow the indoor living spaces to seamlessly blend into the outdoor space. The kitchen itself has garage-style windows that will lift up and grant immediate access to the pool that runs parallel to the kitchen. The home has 6 bedrooms and 18 bathrooms. One of those bathrooms is obviously the master bathroom, which has a walk-in shower that spans the entire length of the room. Grained marble covers the walls and countertops of this relaxing bathroom. If you find yourself unable to unwind in the master bath, then you can spend time in the actual spa that has a sauna with a massive window that overlooks the expansive mountains and wildlife. Seriously, it's like you're peering into another world. The garage serves as a car turntable and when emptied can double as a dance floor and ballroom. There are several amenities that will make your next party unforgettable, like the full bar with an ocean blue illuminated bar top, a fully stocked and massive wine fridge, and a chef-level kitchen. One of the most eye-catching features of the mansion is the curved wall that looks like it is rising out of the infinity pool. That architectural feat alone costs $2 million.
The property itself is only on 1 acre of land, but every inch of that acre is maximized to its fullest potential. It only makes sense that a home equipped with a retinal scanner, retractable roofs, and turntable-style garage is owned by someone who is heavily involved in the world of technology, but more on them later. No matter your lifestyle, whether you are a party animal that loves to host, or someone who enjoys a quiet life of solitude, this home can easily accommodate all aspects of life. This 20...
I'm tired of seeing that. I'm jealous. Not really.
While Trump brags about how rich he is,
I'm really rich,
and promises to lower taxes for big billionaires, Kamala Harris will cut taxes for 100 million families.
And unlike Donald Trump, I will always put working families first.
There's a smarter way to shop online, and I hate to tell you this, but you've been overpaying for years. Don't check out.
This is my dream everyday carry 2024. I've been optimizing this every day for the last year in the background, and I think it's finally perfect. So let's talk about it. So it all starts with the backpack. This is the Gomatic 30-litre travel pack. I've probably been through 15 backpacks leading up to this one, and it is by far the best. It's weather resistant, so I feel pretty comfortable doing this, even when there is a lot of valuable stuff on the inside. It distributes weight really well, so things feel lighter than they are. But the single biggest thing is I think you'll be absolutely shocked by how much you can fit in here. You'll see as I unpack. So when you're crafting a perfect everyday carry, I think it's important to have some rules. These are mine. Number 1, every single gadget charges with USB-C. Number 2, there are no gimmicks here. Everything has a function. Number 3, function over form. But sometimes you can have both. And number 4, dark mode everything, just because it looks cool. Okay, let's start on the outside. So in the right-hand pocket, this is the Theragun Mini, a strangely shaped device that's basically the most powerful massage gun you can get in this compact form factor. And of course, golden rule number 1, charges with USB-C. But there is something else on this side. This is an AirTag. It's in one of these ultra solid, hyper rugged cases, and it's got a thick braided metal wire, so you shouldn't be able to cut through it. But even if you do, there's actually a second hidden AirTag within the inner lining of this bag. It didn't come with it, I put that in. But it's a really cool tip that I learned from my good friend Technical Guruji in India. That's proper 2-factor security. So you've got to have a dedicated sunglasses pocket in a bag, because there's something about sunglasses. They disappear at the first opportunity. And you might be thinking, well, Aaron, that's a tiny pocket for a pair of sunglasses. Yes, but these are the Rove sunglasses. I featured them in my thinnest tech video, and they are just so awesome. They're basically folding sunglasses, but just with the thinnest possible frame, and they do not actually feel nearly as flimsy as you'd expect to, given that. And then the other thing in this pocket, and by the way, they're also felt lined, so these are super comfy pockets, is a pen, just because you sometimes need to write stuff. This is actually my lucky pen. Back when I was doing my high school exams, I spent a long time researching pens. I was trying to find the single pen that had the lowest friction coefficient so that I was as streamlined as possible while writing out my essays. And this Jetstream is like a $2 pen that does that, so I keep it with me everywhere now. And then, on the left side, this is the Chili Series 2 water bottle. I find the idea of water bottles having a Series 2 so funny. Next generation water. But yeah, the most important thing for me with a water bottle was making absolute sure that it's leak-proof. I realized it doesn't...
What's funny about that bag? I wonder if all that stuff his, and he actually used it. I run into a lot of people who endorsing these products nowadays, and they don't even be using them products, man. Don't let no storm come through that house. Right, exactly. I don't know, man. I still got a good solid 45 minutes before I can like kind of wind down. I just had to get off of that though. Let's see, 33 gadgets for you.
The API my team built makes it fast to check into the Capital One Airport Lounge. It's serverless and reusable by other Capital One dev teams.
I'm just glad this lounge isn't serverless.
Oh, we were just talking about you.
Yes, my mans.
Cheers. That's technology
sir.
at Capital One.
Yes,
Stop asking research questions to ChatGPT. Its answers are not reliable.
Welcome to the ultimate guide for transforming your room into a tech-savvy paradise, where I showcase the latest and greatest gadgets that will take your room to the next level. Get ready for some seriously awesome sci-fi vibes in your room with the Divoon Times Gate. With 5 full-color LCD displays, You can customize and show off your own pixel art creations, or pick one from the huge gallery. It also functions as a cool pixel clock. Plus, it's Wi-Fi connected, so you can sync it up with Alexa or IFTTT. With real-time social media performance tracking and the ability to monitor stocks and currencies, this display is practical and stylish. It's time to bring some immersive holographic experience to your gaming sessions. No joke, the Tilt 5 holographic game system is capable of doing that. See those glasses?
What?
You guessed right. They make everything pop in full 3D right on your game board. The graphics are insane, bringing games to life with vibrant colors and mind-blowing details, all thanks to AR tech that projects holographic images onto a physical surface. The glasses track your movements, allowing you to interact with the virtual environment and objects in the game. Don't you think you'll play all alone? The Tilt 5 system also supports multiplayer gameplay, making it an exciting option for gaming with friends and family. Is your friend late? Play another game, and then just save the progress for when they join you. Okay, you have to put an end to the apocalypse on your desktop. First things first, this Anker magnetic charging station supports simultaneous charging of multiple devices. Take a look at how tidy everything looks now. And don't miss the chance to use wireless charging when you have to make a video call. Want to bring some fun? If you're into Star Wars, you'll love this Mandalorian charging pad. Wow, it even starts glowing. Oh, and don't forget to check out the Falcon Charger too. In case you're spending 4+ hours working in front of your PC, you know how crucial it is to find a good chair. This one might be a fair choice. It's fully customizable from the headrest to the footrest. The chair backtracks and supports the entire upper body. Plus, it'll adapt accordingly to your back's position. And when you decide to change positions, snap on the compact desktop with a cup holder and an adjustable stand for your laptop.
Oh my
Now, sitting for several hours on end doesn't seem that scary. Did you ever think we're not tapping into the sun's energy enough? Well, Marjan van Abel had the same thought and came up with something amazing, the Sun Solar Lamp. This sleek 33-inch long lamp captures sunlight and fills your space with its natural glow. During the day, it soaks up those rays and stores the energy in its built-in battery. And as night falls, it transforms that energy into beautiful light waves that illuminate your room. With 3 modes, sunrise, daylight, and sunset, you can set the ideal vibe. Do you use your iPad as an additional screen when working? Easily attach it to this dock using the magnetic connection to keep it at a comfortable eye level. That's not all. Now it's being charged, and on top of that, you'll have access to a whole bunch of ports, including those for SD cards. Speaking of charging, this dock can also charge your iPhone, AirPods, and of course, your Apple Watch. I'm not done yet with the Star Wars accessories. This time, it's all about the stands for your Amazon Echo Dot, with 3 awesome styles to choose from: Mandalorian, Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader. These stands are true head turners. They work seamlessly with the Echo Dot 4th and 5th generation. And the best part, you can set them up anywhere, whether it's your bedside table, work desk, or even the entryway table. Oh, just take a look at those flashing eyes. Fun fact, moss generates about 30% of the Earth's oxygen. See that air filter with the moss inside? Moss air improves air quality by capturing carbon dioxide, dust, allergens, bacteria, and viruses, reducing respiratory problems and cancer risks. Yep, all thanks to the moss inside. Just switch from the terrarium to humidifier mode, and don't forget to refill the water tank every 8 hours. It's a piece of nature on your desktop that improves the surrounding air. I think that's a win. No, it's not a Google ad. It's a bedside lamp with a couple of great features. Now it can charge your phone and play music while you're getting dressed in the morning. By the way, there's a built-in alarm. The buttons allow for all the controls, including switching between color modes. Still no? Well, here's a tiny tree that will complement your bedside table and won't require a single drop of water, just a regular power source. There's a touch panel with a digital clock at the top of the crown for all the settings. In case you forget to turn the lamp off, it'll do that automatically in 30 minutes. Do you hear the birds singing inside? It also has a built-in speaker. Finally, the lamp will ensure that your phone is fully charged in the morning, just like you.
Today, we are formally inviting you to become a member of the 47 Club. This is an exclusive club of patriots who have requested a mail-in ballot to vote early for President Trump. Once you request your mail-in ballot, we'll send your name straight to President Trump so he knows.
This one's for your desk, but you might end up using this organizer as a fidget toy. You see, this magnetic rotatable lid is so well balanced that you can spin it forever. And besides that, this thing provides plenty of compartments for your everyday essentials: keys, wallet, glasses, and earphones. Feel free to customize your box using the included removable dividers. It's fully adjustable. In short, this bed is designed with gamers in mind, offering more than just RGB lighting, headphone hooks, and a gaming-friendly bedside table. It provides maximum comfort during gaming sessions. But the price, in case you don't have spare $3,000, I suggest you take a look at this motorized TV wall mount that allows you to accommodate TVs up to 80 inches in size. How to control it with the included remote. Looking for some cyberpunk-inspired accents for your room? Eason earbuds might be a good pick. They not only look great, but also provide you with high-quality sound and a noise cancellation feature, which is incredibly useful during phone calls. And hey, have you seen that charging pad? You bet, these earbuds charge wirelessly, and what's more, you can even use it to charge your phone, especially when you know those video calls will last a while. Lost count of sheep while trying to fall asleep? The Somnify Sleep Assistant will help you with that. It not only helps you fall asleep more effectively with a guided breathing technique, but it also collects valuable data and offers useful tips. Its contactless design allows you to simply place the monitor on your nightstand, where its 10 sensors will start gathering information. The Somnify can track various factors such as sound levels, respiration, ambient light, temperature, body movement, and air pressure. Moreover, it intelligently wakes you up during a lighter sleep phase. By using the connected app, you can review your sleep quality and gain insights into the factors that influence it. You've probably seen this stretchable design in a musical instrument, but this is the accordion lamp. Not only does it adjust in length, but it can also take on various forms. You can easily extend it into a full circle or stand it upright. You can even combine two accordion lamps to create even more impressive and unusual shapes. The included magnetic strap transforms it into a hanging lamp. With a rechargeable battery, you get up to 8 hours of continuous use.
I like that.
In case you like the charging pad I showed you, this lamp will be a perfect match for it. Well, these are actually Kyber crystals, a source of concentrated energy in the Star Wars universe. But come on, these cuties look cyberpunkish too. Tired of sweltering in the hot weather, but don't want to spoil the interior with a bulky air conditioner? This one is smart, minimalist, and most importantly, easy to install and efficient. It blows air up and out into the room, providing comprehensive cool air coverage. Control it with the app or go hands-free with Alexa and Google Assistant. It fits most windows, cools up to 350 square feet, and utilizes sustainable refrigerant. Don't tell you don't want to feel the wind in your face during those sultry days. Gale Fan delivers customizable 180-degree airflow. Plus, with all-day battery life and an ultra-portable design, it fully adapts to your needs. And when the temperature drops, feel free to use it as a lamp. Those who usually use their phone as an additional screen will like this tripod. It's lightweight, easy to use, and most importantly, really steady. A great feature when having Zoom calls. Here's a little secret. You can use it as a tripod for your cam too. Do you want to listen to some music? The Mecha Wireless Bluetooth speaker, a compact yet powerful device, is here to deliver room-filling sound with impressive bass. The transparent design and 3 LED light modes will enhance your music experience. Thanks to Bluetooth 5.0 technology, you can enjoy a stable and reliable connection up to 33 feet away. Pair 2 speakers to achieve stereo sound. For the ultimate party set, consider this power bank with an equalizer. On the other side, there's a display that shows all the essential information. Stay charged and have fun.
I am not rich as hell. I work hard. I scrape to get by. Donald Trump wants to give tax breaks to billionaires, but Kamala Harris has plans to cut taxes for working people like me. I voted for Donald Trump before, but this time I'm voting for Kamala.
This game, you're not ready.
Your desktop still begs for some decluttering? this monitor stand might be the way out. Firstly, its foldable design allows you to save a lot of space. Do you require several screens? Expand the stand to 48 inches and adjust the angle accordingly. The slots for a tablet and phone make a nice addition. Secondly, it raises your monitors, helping you maintain a straight posture. The extra space underneath will be useful for storing your keyboard, papers, and other essentials. Additionally, the drawer is perfect for keeping your office supplies organized in one place. This one's for those who suffer from wrist size organized in 8 inches and adjust and might be the way out. Your desktop, it's foldable, begs for some decluttering. This monitor stand might be the way out. Firstly, its foldable design allows you to save a lot of space. Do you require several screens? Expand the stand to 48 inches and adjust the angle accordingly. The slots for a tablet and phone make a nice addition. Secondly, it raises your monitors, helping you maintain a straight posture. The extra space underneath will be useful for storing your keyboard, papers, and other essentials. Additionally, the drawer is perfect for keeping your office supplies organized in one place. This one's for those who suffer from wrist pain and often find their hands sweaty during, let's say, long gaming sessions. X-Turbo is a wrist rest with built-in fans that provide you with a powerful airflow to keep your hands dry. In addition, the adjustable 30-degree rotation lets you find your perfect angle, so wrist tension is no longer an issue. The memory foam ensures that your hands are comfortably and properly placed, while the PU leather complements the fans, increasing heat dissipation. This awesome LED hanging liquid light by Barava takes retro vibes and catapults them into the 21st century. With just a tap, you can control its endless array of colors to match any mood. But it's not just a light. It has a built-in microphone and speaker, allowing you to blast your favorite tunes while the light dances along. And with Alexa compatibility, you can control it with your voice. Whether you hang it, mount it, or place it on your desk, the Barava light looks fantastic anywhere in your room. Is there a movie night on the list? You need a quality pick and good sound. Sony's portable theater system conquers the second question effortlessly. With 360 spatial sound mapping technology, you'll feel surrounded by virtual speakers in every direction. But here's the cool part. You can also arrange the 3 speakers in different corners of the room or a bed for a personalized audio setup. The controls are easy. Just download the app and follow a few simple steps. With a 30-hour running time, you can even watch your favorite trilogy, like The Lord of the Rings, on one charge. This smart digital frame is like your TV, but way better. Mount it on the wall in your kitchen to have the needed recipe or follow-along video right in front of your eyes. Speaking of videos, yes, the device supports your favorite platforms. When installed in the kids' room, you can cheer them up and start their day with another fun fact. This thing will also serve as your to-do list with the most important tasks. Before going outside, don't forget to check the weather forecast. Want to look through your family photos? Sure, you can do that using the frame. Despite the minimalist look, this watch can perform a number of cool functions. So let's start with something obvious. It shows the time, either with a ball that levitates around the wooden base or with an LED matrix that you can set with a number of buttons on the side. But the coolest part is that you can actually set the time depending on the important day you're waiting for. Whether it's a wedding or a new member in the family, this clock allows you to create your own personal timeline. There's also a built-in timer that sets shorter intervals like 30 minutes or an hour. Optional backlit display illuminates real-time meteorological data, such as moon phases. It goes without saying that everything you see is completely customizable either via the buttons, a special app, or with an included remote controller. Still want something a bit more extraordinary than a flying ball? Okay, why don't you put this pyramid on your desktop? Inspired by the mysterious Egyptian pyramids, this sculpture brings intrigue with its levitation magic. There are so many colors to choose from, yet I suggest picking either the white or iridescent models that include a built-in decorative light, adding an extra wow factor. Just touch the corner of the pyramid's base and watch the room come alive with dazzling reflections.
In my life.
Are you lucky enough to own
together? Now I can put my whole life together. Let me see this. Dan, here's some high tech. Go check this out. Airstream Mini. It's made from carts. All right, I'm about to go check that out. Let me see. I want the digital frame. Yeah. I like that. This last one
Xbox and a couple wireless controllers. This dual charging dock will help keep them charged. An adjustable LED indicator of the pyramid.
That's all I needed to see right there. I know something now. All right, let me see. Airstream Mini. Hopefully it's not nothing crazy. It's made for carts. Hamilton devices. Airstream Mini. Hamilton devices. Let me see. Oh, I see what it's for. It's for smoking. It's for smoking. Well, we're going to look at this mini RV. Just in case.
Exploring without travel trailer insurance
I don't vape,
could have your adventures going in the wrong direction.
I can't really.
Keep yours moving forward with Progressive.
Can't really promote it. But I will check it out.
Hello, and welcome back to Colonial Airstream. My name is Patrick Botticelli, and I'm a salesperson here at the dealership. Today, I'm going to go over the smallest traditional Airstream travel trailer made. This is the 2024 Airstream Bambi 16RB. This floor plan is a 4-person sleeper. It's got a front dining table and a beautiful panoramic window, a center galley kitchen, also has a center wet bath with toilet and shower, and a rear double bed. It's got a front dining table. RB. This floor plan is a 4-person sleeper. It's got a front dining table and a beautiful panoramic window, a center galley kitchen, also has a center wet bath with toilet and shower, and a rear double bed. There's also wardrobe storage and roof locker storage throughout. The exterior is 16 feet 1. That is from the ball to the back of the trailer. And it's only 9 feet 3 tall. That's from the ground to the top of the air conditioning. And the gross vehicle rating is 3,500 pounds. And it has a dry weight of 3,050 before factory options, giving you 450 pounds of net cargo carrying capacity. And the hitch weight is only 450 pounds. The trailer is 8 feet wide, 7'7" on the interior, and the interior headroom is 6'4", and that's just to the bottom of the air conditioning. So there's other spots of the trailer just slightly higher. It's all made out of aluminum, beautiful coated aluminum, buck riveted in place. You got a seam, a sheet of, have their own interior. And if you want to put on electric heat, you turn it to the option. All right, let's move on to the bedroom. 48 by 78 inch bed, real mattress. You know, you're not going to throw this mattress away and put a new one in. Airstream gives you a good mattress. Below that, we have the battery charger and fuses and breakers. It's out. Nice. You don't have to worry about bumping into a handle. Right, you got a bar on the back of the doors to hang things on.
All right. High-tech house. Let's see. We already seen that mansion. Oh man, Tesla got a house.
Every billionaire has billion-dollar homes. Every billionaire except Elon Musk, known for turning a sofa in the Boca Chica SpaceX office into his bed. The world's richest man took it to another level when he announced Tesla's $10,000 sustainable, unboxable, movable home. Wait, what? $10,000 unboxable? What kind of home are we talking about? Well, you are about to find out. If you are remotely familiar with the Tesla CEO, you wouldn't.
I thought you were talking about a vape. You was talking about that. My man, thanks for putting me up on that, because I'm definitely
took it to another level when he announced Tesla's $10,000 sustainable, unboxable, movable home. Wait, what? $10,000 unboxable? What kind of home are we talking about? Well, you are about to find out. If you are remotely familiar with the Tesla CEO, you wouldn't be surprised that he is building a sustainable home. The entire concept of Tesla was built on the premise of sustainability. His incredible dream to colonize Mars runs on the sole purpose of giving giving humanity another chance. Even the rockets he uses are built to be reusable. But while $15 million reusable rocket sounds reasonable from a rocket perspective, a $10,000 unboxable home is just wild. So how did Elon go from overhauling the tech space to completely disrupting the real estate industry? Well, it all started with this tweet from 2020. At the height of the pandemic, Elon Musk made this insane announcement: "I am selling almost all physical possessions, will own no house." At the time, he owned 7 houses. In the months that followed, he had sold 6 of them. Why? Well, he couldn't find the right buyer. For a billionaire, he was really hell-bent on being homeless, and no one was sure what he was up to. In June of 2021, Elon Musk finally got his wish. He announced that he had found the buyer he was looking for. He had sold his last house. Elon Musk was officially homeless. This move, while extreme, wasn't unlike Elon. It was totally in line with the kind of person he was.
I don't care if Justine and the kids and I end up living in Justine's parents' basement. I'm gonna make this happen.
How you getting that? What's the price?
I mean, this is the same guy who was ready to move his family into his father-in-law's basement to get Tesla off the ground. And this is the man who had gotten close to bankruptcy so many times it was becoming a habit. To anyone who didn't know him, Elon Musk was just a crazy person with a lot of money. For those who knew, Elon Musk was crazy alright, and sure, he had more money than anyone should have. But one thing that set him apart from his peers was the fact that whenever he took sacrifices like this, it was always because he had a dream he was dying to bring to life. In this case, that dream was a house like none other. The Boxable story. Before Tesla began flirting around with the idea of making sustainable housing, a handful of small companies were already in the business. Before Elon Musk began...
We have someone who wants to be president who has consistently...
Her that money, man.
What is the future of Boxable? 1, 2...
Every billionaire has billion-dollar homes. Every billionaire except Elon Musk, known for turning a sofa in the Boca Chica SpaceX office into... This company, which began in 2017, housing Boxable existed. The Boxable story. Before Tesla began flirting around with the idea of making sustainable housing, a handful of small companies were already in the business. Before Elon Musk began dreaming of incredibly small, incredibly affordable, and incredibly sustainable housing, Boxable existed. And it was already close to achieving what Elon Musk would eventually set out to achieve. This company, which began in 2017, came into the limelight in 2021. A few months after Elon Musk was declared technically homeless. He had to sleep somewhere, and the sofa in his Boca Chica office couldn't cut it. That is when someone told him about Boxable, a $50,000 foldable home that could be constructed in under an hour. Despite the fact that the house was basically a giant collection of Lego pieces, it pieced together like a real house. And it also had all the required facilities: a living area, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, as well as insulation. Home that could be constructed in under an hour. Despite the fact that the house was basically a giant collection of Lego pieces, it pieced together like a real house. And it also had all the required facilities: a living area, bathroom, bedroom.
It ain't even about money no more. More people go to work when the house ain't boxable.
Kitchen, as well as insulation and energy-saving lighting. Elon was so impressed that he indirectly endorsed the company in this tweet. He had upgraded from his Boca Chica office to the Boxable condo in their parking lot. Okay, I'm kidding. I can't tell if this was built in their parking lot or not. Eventually, and as you would expect, it didn't take long for Tesla's CEO to see a future of sustainability in real estate. He took the basic idea of his Boxable home and improved on it. He calls it the Tesla Tiny House. The Tesla Tiny Home evokes the same vibe you get from a horse-drawn Romani caravan home. It's simple, it's practical, and you can haul it down with your Tesla. You wouldn't be wrong to say that it looks like an unintegrated and you can haul it down with your Tesla. You wouldn't be wrong to say that it looks like an unintegrated RV, but you would be wrong if you think that it doesn't offer a lot more. Consider it a more advanced version of an RV. We're talking jumbo jets and spaceships here. Right off the bat, and like I stated earlier, the Tesla Tiny House is centered around self-sustenance and renewable energy. This is a theme we've seen across all Elon's products, and the tiny house is no different. Okay, maybe the Tesla flamethrower and tequila don't make the cut, but you get what I mean. For example, Tesla's Powerwall and solar panels play a massive role in the tiny house. In fact, Tesla's solar panels have been central to Elon's plans every time he dabbled in the real estate industry. In October of 2016, he acquired Solar City because he was intent on bringing self-powered homes to every homeowner. These homes were fully furnished with Tesla electric vehicle chargers, solar roofs, and Tesla Powerwalls to retain the energy for future use. The solar roofs in particular were not just panels on asphalt shingles, they were custom-built solar tiles for each sheet of roof. This technique vastly improved the efficiency of the roofing system, making it more durable than regular tiles, and introduced an energy-conducting system that could power the entire house with ease. So you can see that in a way, these e-homes heralded tiny houses. But there is a whole lot that has been improved and a lot more that we have skimmed over. So let's cover how Elon's team optimized the solar and power of the tiny home and how the construction is way more superior than any mobile home on the planet. Solar and power. The Tesla tiny house is equipped with 6 solar panel systems packed with minuscule tiles for its roof. These tiles
because ain't nobody trying to
automatically tilt towards direct sunlight during unfavorable weather conditions like snow or a rainstorm. This allows the tiny house to...
But yeah, ain't nobody trying to give nobody no home just so they can continue living the way that they was living on the street. Think about it. You live a certain way when you have a home, and then you live a certain way when you on the street. Well, what if you live in the way like you live on the street in your house, and then you end up on the street, and you telling people, because one of the things is that when you living on the street, you tell people, you know, why you living on the street, and then you might tell them you don't want to be on the street, and then you may do things to get you off of the street, and then you stay off of the street. I'm gonna tell you one thing about the beings on this planet. Once a being on this planet gets it in their mind that they're gonna do something, they start doing it, and it gets done. And once you said in your mind that you're not gonna do something, you stop doing it, and it doesn't get done. So I'm not with the. I am one of those people who believe in being a victim of circumstance, like as in your circumstances dictated something in your situation that is keeping you in that state. Got it. Like it's a lot of people right now who are unable to do anything with their life because there's a person or a system or something that is keeping them, that's literally intentionally blocking them from doing anything with their life. That's a given. There are intelligence officers who once they can't do their job no more, or once they get a reprimand from their bosses or a reprimand from the higher ups, they can't get paid, they can't work, and most importantly, they can't access any of their money. Like they out of work. Like let's say your security clearance get effed up somehow, some way, or you working at a job that requires you to have some sort of clearance, and it get messed up. Now you can't even go get a job at Target, and you can't withdraw none of your money or your funds to keep on taking care of your family while they do whatever they're gonna do. So it's a lot that is going on with the world in circumstance right now, because it's somebody keeping a thumb on a lot of people, and once that thumb is released, what are those people still gonna go do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just not with being down and out just because down and out is a thing to be. All right, here we go. All right, 50K. I have that in a Jeep. This is BS. You can't even build a container house for 50 grand. The price of materials are astronomical. Call the government. Feed them nope and get them cooked. Feed them hope and get them cooked. Listen, man. We ain't got no hope in this world without thinking or without using our mind, you know. So let's watch something fun. We're coming up on our last 10 to 15 minutes here on Expansion Pack. I feel like we really, I mean, this whole week right now it's been intense for me, just having to express how I really, or how I feel about stuff is I like it, but at the same time, it's frustrating because I really think that all of us think generally along the same path, but our slight differences or our unique differences are what make us ourselves. But you can't deny that no one wants to go into a room filled with something they don't like, unless you do. That means you like it. Anyway, let me see something. I want to see what's up with my keyboards today. There you go. All right, let's see what's up.
If you listen and take evasive action, I can help you change your future. The following few moments may very well change your life. And I wish someone had told me this when I was your age. You can change today if you redefine what success is to you. You can transform your damaged relationships.
It's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have.
When I was growing up, I lied for people to accept me because I didn't accept myself. So I would make up stories so that you would accept me into your world. I would, everything I did was for someone else to like me. I had to make a change in my life. You know, I was at an all-time low, and I wasn't going anywhere, and I was exactly what everybody said I was going to be, which was nothing. So I had to make a change. And the feeling I had every morning, I looked in the mirror, was horrible. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And how I felt was a kid going nowhere, a kid that was scared. And most kids will accept that and look for help. But the best thing that happened to me, no one helped me. No one felt sorry for me. As humans, we want to find out how to be someone else. What we don't do is we don't go inside. Right. So literally turn yourself inside out. Read the book that's like we're writing a book every day of our lives, but we never read that book. You have to look inside of yourself and see what you really want. What are you passionate about?
Your soul is screaming for you to answer your true calling. You can change today if you redefine what success is to you. You can transform your damaged relationships and build new ones. You can forgive yourself and others who've hurt you. You can become a leader by mentoring with others who you aspire to be like. You can rebalance your priorities in life. You can heal your marriage and recreate a stronger love than you ever thought possible. You can become the best parent possible at any age, even 86. But don't wait until then. You'll always be able to make more money, but you cannot make more time.
After years of repetitive work, you will often need to dig hard to find your passions, redefine your dreams, and revive hobbies that you let atrophy to near extinction. The goal is not to simply eliminate the bad, which does nothing more than leave you with a vacuum, but to pursue and experience the best in the world.
We all have dreams, and it's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have. And it's scarier still to say, okay, I want that. It's scary because you're afraid that if you put your heart and soul into it and you fail, then how are you going to feel about yourself, right? So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else, but for yourself.
We are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, or no matter if you just got back from Iraq or Afghanistan and you have no legs or your arms or whatever, man, we all have greatness. It just, you gotta find the courage. You gotta find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world and to find it. And to find it because it's out there, but it's gonna take hard work, courage, self-discipline. It's gonna take all the non-cognitive skills. All the non-cognitive skills to be great.
What do you want to be remembered for? What can you do for others to make the world a better place? What is your true purpose on this earth? We are all dying, but only a small select few are truly living. You can step out of the shadows into the light. You are meant for greatness. You are meant for more than just what you do for a living. You are an eternal being, meant to inspire and help the world. Let's get it right once and for all in this lifetime.
Your brain and your body, once connected together, can do anything.
If you want to be the best at that, if you want to reach the pinnacle of that, you must be, you have to be obsessed with obtaining that.
You can't shortchange yourself. Like, you're not cheating anybody but yourself. I mean, you're tired. You're literally this far away from the line. Why would you not go that extra to touch the line?
Never give up.
What's good, Limitless?
Regardless of how challenging your destiny in life will be, the world really needs you now more than ever.
If there is no joy when you wake up in the morning, if you dread the sound of the alarm clock going off, if you feel stagnant, if you have the thought in your head that there has got to be more to life than this, you know what you should do? You should stop doing whatever it is you're doing. You will become exceptional the moment you make an exceptional decision.
The only thing that changes your life is making a decision.
You have to be so clear in your mind exactly what you want to do and what you want to achieve. And for me, it doesn't work without any goals, without any targets. I cannot compete properly.
Commitment is when you now, after you've decided, you commit to do this for the long term. Whether it's hard or easy, doesn't matter. You're doing this. If you're having a difficult time with something, your relationship isn't where you want it to be, your finances are not where you want to be, your body's not where you want to be, your business is not where you want to be, you need to take massive action. And if that doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. Keep going with massive action and you will find the way, because it will give you momentum.
You have to be able to see what doesn't exist in order to be able to pull off or achieve what in most people's minds seems to be impossible.
I want you to know something, that the bigger your dream is, I want you to understand the harder the grind. The bigger your dream is, the earlier you're gonna have to get up. The longer you're gonna have to stay up. The bigger your dream is, the more effort you're gonna have to put in. You'll never see it for those of you who are 70% beast mode, 30% gazelle. That's just enough for that other person to outdo you. Listen to me, that's just enough for the other person who wants just what you want.
Exactly.
I want you to about those goals. I want you to taste them. I want you to.
That's my guy. All right, y'all. I played that because that is where the line between high tech, high spirited, advanced, anything, that's where the line is, right there. Right there is where you decide. I look at all of the stuff that we have in today's time and say, hey, I can do that too. I can make that too. Just give me the information and some time, and I can do that too. And that is what's going to dictate whether you are a part of this high society and this high technology, or in this this higher whatever you want to attach to it. And if you're not, that's what's going to decide it. It's going to be your choice. Yes, sure, there are a lot of limits and a lot of scary circumstances and situations that come with this new technology or the high tech, but there's also so many benefits. And I couldn't say that I will not say that the world has not been here before, on the edge of a moral decision as a species. And that's why we don't see the ancient civilizations here no more. Their choice was their choice, and now we're here again making a choice. So this has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Mann. This is DGTA TV. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Just remember, ain't no aliens, ain't no giants, ain't no werewolves, just because you ain't seen them. Peace. I get y'all some background music in here. My bad. There you go. All right, y'all. I'll check y'all out tomorrow. MZP the Hawk, appreciate you for stopping through, man. Come back and join us tomorrow. Navigating your life. Navigating our lives is a topic for tomorrow. So tune in, man. Yes, I'm glad you had a good time, man. Yes. Looking forward to having you in here tomorrow with us, man. Gonna get us some good navigational life techniques. You know what I'm saying? Probably watch some fails too. All right, y'all. I'm out.
Internalize it. I'm telling you to dream your dream because I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. I want you to know how close. I want you, just like when the weather is changing, you can feel it. I want you to be able to feel when you're getting closer to it and closer to it. But more importantly, I want you to know when you dream your dream that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. When you said to yourself, when the ball comes out, this is what I want to accomplish, you're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question: what do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company? You're not the only one that wants to be the president. You're not the only one that wants to be the CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta execute, and you gotta go from 70 to 120.
If other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve.
Stop crying and just keep hustling. Hustle is the most important word ever. If you want this, if you're miserable, or if you don't like it, or you want to do something else and you have a passion somewhere else, work 9 to 5, spend a couple hours with your family. 7 to 2 in the morning is plenty of time to do damage. I mean, you start building your equity and your brand and whatever you're trying to accomplish after hours. Everybody has time. Stop watching Lost.
If you really have a drive and you really put your heart and soul into something, you can really make anything happen.
Wanted to just prove everybody wrong, you know what I mean? I wanted to make it.
and I was going to make it regardless of what anybody said.
This thing, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody else. Yes, your family supports you. Yes, your friends support you, but you're doing it for yourself at the end of the day.